Hi, I'm Faith. This is day 2 of the Shrewsbury Folk Festival online yoga. So, as before, we're going to start with a breathing exercise. So let's just crack on and lie down on your mat. Okay, so you can sit up and do the breathing exercise if you prefer, but I find it more relaxing if you lie down. So everyone lie down on your mat, your yoga mat or camping mat or a blanket or towel, that's fine. You can bend your knees if you want, or just have your legs straight with your feet just flopped out to the side, shoulders relaxing down, everywhere nice and relaxed before we start the breathing exercises. Okay, so just tuning in to your breath, so just focusing, watching the breathing, closing the eyes, breathing out, in and out through the nose. Taking a few nice deep breaths, energizing the body. And now let's start to take control a little. So I want you to think about breathing into the lower part of the lungs, okay? Abdominal breathing. So your belly may lift as you inhale and exhale lower. You can have your hands on your belly to feel the belly rise as you breathe in. And your fingers just widen a little as you breathe in, and then exhale, squeeze the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale, relaxing muscles. Exhale, squeezing inwards and upwards. Next time you exhale, draw in the pelvic muscles too. Inhale, belly lifts, exhale, squeezing the abdominals, pelvic floor muscles inwards and upwards. And now take your focus and maybe your hands to your ribs. Breathing now in the middle part of the lungs. So as you breathe in, the hands go out to the side with the ribs. And then as you exhale, the hands come back in, pressing against the ribs. Inhale, the hands widen out to the side, the ribs expanding out to the side and the back. And exhale. A couple more of those. And now taking the breath all the way up to the collarbones. Exhaling, hands into the rib cage. One more. And then take your hands back down by your sides where they'll be a little bit more comfortable for the complete breath. So breathing into the bottom part of the lungs first, and then the middle, and then the top. And exhaling, squeezing the belly button back towards the spine as you exhale, bottom, middle, top. 3-part breath, complete breath. Expanding the lungs, stretching the muscles between the ribs, the intercostal muscles, improving your breathing. And now I want you to start the count as we did yesterday. So as you breathe in, I want you to count for 2, metronome, rhythmic breathing. And then as you exhale, I want you to count 4. If you're very used to breathing exercises and you want to do a count of 4 and 8, then you can. But if you're less than comfortable, just bring it back to inhaling for 2, exhaling for 4. next time that you breathe in, let's hold the breath in for 2 counts. Exhaling once more for 4. And then finally, inhaling for 2, holding the breath in for 2, exhaling for 4, holding the breath out for 4. If it's less than comfortable, come back to a lower number, or if you want to do 4, 4, 8, 8, then you can. And make the round that you're on your last round. So dropping the count and then bending the knees and squeezing the knees into the chest, hugging the legs. Just rock gently from side to side. And then we're going to come onto all fours. Just roll over onto one side and come onto all fours. So starting with cat pose, hands underneath the shoulders, inner elbows facing towards each other, middle finger facing forwards, pressing down with the index finger. So let's take the weight back and lift the heels of the hands, and then taking the weight forwards, so strong in the forearms. So just check the alignment of the arms, inner elbows facing towards each other as you exhale, going back. Inhale, coming forwards. You decide how far forwards you want to go. Next time you come forwards, let's hold. And then coming back so that the shoulders are over the hands, and lightly place the heels of the hands back down on the mat, and keep that feeling, that light feeling there. So you're still pressing down with the index fingers, so that you're not dropping the weight down into the wrists. So let's round the back now into cat. Exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. Inhale, dipping the back. Exhale. Let's do 3 of these. And then let's do a twist. So looking back behind you as you exhale this time. We'll do it twice on each side. Inhale, forwards. Light in the hands. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale and exhale, twist. Final side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we inhale, we're going to take the right arm up, pressing the knees down, so equal pressure in the knees. Take the arm up and looking up towards the top hand. Exhale down, let's swap to the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale. Let's do this 3 times on each side. Inhale up. Exhale. One more on each side. Wonderful. Okay, take your bottom back to your heels, just so that you can move your hands 1 hand's length further forwards, forward downward facing dog. So coming up, tucking the toes under and then stretching back into downward dog. So we're going to move in this posture. So we're going to move through plank into downward dog. So maybe move your feet a little bit further back so that when you bring yourself forwards into plank, then your shoulders are over the hands. Inner elbows facing towards each other. And it's okay to have the hips a little bit higher, but don't drop the hips down lower, okay? So moving back with the breath, so back into downward dog and then into plank. Inhale and exhale. Pressing the heels away as you come down into plank. One more. If you need to drop the knees, do so, or holding in the plank position for a couple of breaths. And then take yourself back into downward dog, and then walking towards your hands for the forward bend. So take the chest onto the thighs, arms in front of you, or you can have your hands on your hips, if you can't get your chest on your thighs in this deep position. So stretching, taking the fingertips away from you, bending the knees so the chest is glued to the thighs, head is comfortable, neck is comfortable, and then quarter inch by quarter inch, slowly lifting the sitting bones. So slowly working towards straightening the legs, but I don't want you to straighten the legs. It's just working towards. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. Wonderful. Bringing the feet together, and let's have a twist in this position. So keep the chest on the thighs and take the left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Bend the left elbow and look underneath the right arm. So twisting yourself underneath that right arm. Chest on the thighs, and then again, half inch by half inch, slowly unbending the knees, lifting the sitting bones. Breathe. And let's bend the knees, coming back to the starting position. Place the left hand back down. Take the right hand to the outside of the left ankle and bend the right elbow, and then taking yourself underneath that left arm. So your face is against your left arm and you're using your right arm to pull you through. Chest is on the thighs, and then let's unbend the knees slowly so you can feel the hamstring stretch here. Let's come out, so bend the knees, taking both hands forwards, taking one hand to the waist, taking the other hand to the waist, slowly coming up, powered by the thighs, keep the knees bent, slowly lifting up, and then straightening the legs, breathe. Wonderful. Okay, so let's have a little stretch, feet hip width apart. Inhale. Oh, stretch from one side to the other. Exhale as you stretch up. Bringing your arms down by your sides, taking the arms forwards. Let's do a twist. Inhale, take one arm back, look back, exhale, bring that arm forwards, bend the knees. Feet are still hip width apart, knees tracking over the feet. Inhale, other side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final side. Into the chair pose. So bend the knees a little bit more, take the weight back a little bit more, and then lifting the arms. And bend the knees a little more and lift the arms. And then lifting the arms, looking up towards the hands until you can lift the arms no more, trying to keep the arms straight. Maybe bend the knees a little bit more. A couple more breaths. Well done. And then straightening the legs, bringing the arms down by the sides. Then taking the shoulders up to the ears, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And one more. Okay, let's do a side bend. Hands to the waist. Let's go over to the right side first. And then lifting up the arm. And then take it over the head so the arm touches the face. And then turning the head towards the arm. Even weight in the feet if you can. Turn the palm to lift yourself back up, and we'll do the other side, starting with the hands on the waist. Start the bend first, over to the left, raising the arm, and then the arm over the top, so it's a little bit stronger than it was yesterday, and then turning the head towards the raised arm. Turn the palm and back to the starting position. Let's do a little backward bend. So taking the hands to the back of the waist. So imagine yourself tipping backwards over a high bar, kind of where the shoulder blades are. Opening the chest, bringing the elbows towards each other, lifting the gaze upwards or backwards, or for the very bendy, you might want to turn your hands in the other direction so your fingers are facing upwards towards your shoulder blades. It depends on how flexible your wrists are. And lifting the head and straightening the back. And bringing your arms back down by the sides. So let's step the feet wide. Feet, arms out to the sides. Feet should be underneath the hands, so that wide. That's it. And then taking the hands to the waist and bend the knees, feet facing forwards. Bend the knees a little more. Bend the knees a little more. And taking the arms forwards, bend a little more. And open the knees, opening the thighs outwards away from you, sinking the hips down lower, lifting the arms, lifting the chest, bend the knees, open the hips, lift the arms, bend the knees, open the hips, lift the arms, breathe. And then taking the hands to the waist. And tipping forwards and taking the hands down to the floor, and then coming into a wide leg forward bend. You've still got your knees bent, and bringing the hands inside your feet. And then one hand to the waist, other hand to the waist. Lifting up. Let's straighten the legs. Let's do warrior 2. So feet facing forwards, start. Let's turn one foot out to the side and then bend that front knee, whichever leg it is you're using, and opening that hip as we were doing before. Open the hip, take the knee out behind you. Raising the arms by the sides, chest is facing forward, the long edge of your mat, and then looking over the middle finger of your front hand. So squeezing the glutes, opening the hips, pressing the hips away. one more breath. And then straightening the leg, bring the arms down by the sides, feet facing forwards. Well done. Let's do the other side. So turning now to the other side, whichever side it is. Bending the other knee now, that's now the front knee. Taking the arms out to the sides, level with the shoulders. And then squeezing the glutes, opening the hips. Bringing the shoulders over the hips. Chest is facing towards the long edge of your mat. You're looking over the middle finger of that front hand. Couple more breaths. And then we're going to turn towards the short end of the mat to swivel the foot around so that you're in a lunge position. So flattening the foot behind you, pressing the knees away from each other, feel the stretch, lifting that back knee, light in the hands. Dropping the knee down, tuck the toes under, and then hovering that knee off the mat, just an inch or so above the mat, that's fine. And then straightening the heel, straightening the leg, taking the heel away, and then bending the knee again to the knee, it's just hovering over the mat. Well done. And then turning yourself so in your wide leg forward bend once more over to the other side, so swiveling around on the feet. So dropping that back knee down, so feeling the stretch, front knee going in a forwards direction, and the back heel stretching that back leg back, so you're feeling the stretch in the back thigh, light in the hands, and flatten the foot, and then lifting that knee off the mat. Dropping the knee down, let's tuck the toes under, still light in the hands, just hovering that back knee above the mat. So lifting that back knee up, that's it, requires leg strength. And then straightening the leg, pressing that heel away, still light in the hands. And then dropping the knee back down so it hovers once more. And then dropping the knee down. So we're going to stretch back into the plank pose now. So you may need to come up and move yourself around, or you may be able to take the leg back and going straight into the plank position. So I'll wait a moment for people. Inner elbows facing towards each other. Hands underneath the shoulders. If you're struggling, if you have a wrist issue and you want to come into elbow plank, that is another option. Just one more breath. And then we're going to lower down to the floor. So you can drop the knees down first, or bring the elbows in and just hovering, and then drop down. And taking the arms forwards, stretching the arms forwards, that's it. Enjoy this moment of stretch, slight relaxation. And then just bring the arms in a little. So the elbows are in front of the shoulders, and the upper ribs have lifted, but the lower ribs are still down. And then let's tuck the toes under and lift the knees. That's it. And then drawing the arms inwards towards you. So the arms aren't actually moving, but you can feel the work being done in the back, in the upper back. Lift the chest, inhale, exhale, drawing the arms inwards. Very good. And then dropping the knees down and relax. And let's take the hands now to the outside edges of the mat. Nose in line with the thumbs for a wide arm cobra. Wide hand cobra. So inhale, lifting up. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up. And then holding. You may have the elbows bent or you may have the arms straight. And then lower. And then we're going to push ourselves up. Now, so hands underneath the shoulders and come up to all fours to a kneeling position so that we can do our twists. So just move your bottom over to one side, bring the legs forward. That's it. The legs are out in front of you. So let's bring the right knee, bend the right knee and tuck it under. So you've got the right foot next to the left hip. And then the left leg goes across. So left foot on the outside of the right knee. If that's hurting the bottom knee, then just straighten out that leg, okay? So we're going to have a twist. So just start the twist, so just pulling the leg inwards, and then the arm goes across the body, the back of the arm against the outside of that left leg. Take the left hand behind. Inhale and exhale, twist. And then coming back to the front, just twisting onto the other side, just as a little counter pose, pinging back. And then we're going to do the other side. So let's sort the legs out. So this time you've got the left leg bent underneath you, maybe, or you can keep that straight. And then the right foot goes across, tucking in. So let's draw the knee into the body and take the back hand behind you. So the right hand is just to keep the back straight and lifted. You can just hold onto the knee if you want, or you can have the back of the arm against the knee, whatever you prefer. Inhale, exhale, twist. And then coming back and just twisting onto the other side, just briefly. And then back to centre. Well done. Unravel your legs. And we're going to lower down to do some abdominal exercises. So this time I want you to lower the back all the way down to the mat. And press the lower back into the mat and keep that lower back pressed throughout the abdominal exercises. So there's no gap. You haven't got the gap at the back of the waist. You've got a flat back and you're actively using your abdominal muscles to keep the back flat. So bring the knees initially up onto the chest and then just take the knees away so that the knees are over the hips. So you should feel it in the abdominal muscles already, and lift the feet so that they're in line with the knees, perpendicular to the floor. Okay? So you're already using the abdominal muscles in this position. So we're just going to take one leg away, just a couple of inches, not very far, and then slowly bringing it back to the starting position, knee over the hips. And then let's take the other leg away. Keep the lower back pressing down into the mat, and then bringing that knee back to the starting point. And let's repeat. So it's just quite small movements, okay, but you can feel it. And then just repeat again the same exercise, or if you want you can take both legs inch by inch away from you, so about 5 inches away from you, and just pausing and then slowly coming back. And then let's draw the knees in and just rock from side to side. Wonderful. Let's drop the feet down onto the mat for bridge pose. So walk the heels close to you. And then let's lifting up the hips, pressing the feet down. The knees are hip width apart and that's where they'll stay, so try not to let them open. Lifting up the chest, bringing the arms underneath you, so wriggle one arm and then the other, so the arms underneath you, maybe grabbing hold of the fingers, so interlinking the fingers. And releasing the hands to the back of the body. Wherever they touch, that's a marker for where you lift. Let's do 5 breaths here. And then maybe taking your feet a little bit further away and lifting up. Releasing the arms and lowering the back. And then bringing the knees onto the chest and just rocking from side to side. Taking the arms out wide into a star position. Draw the knees in. We're going to go into the lying down twist now. So let's go to the right. So slowly taking the knees together over to the right. Exhale, draw them in. Inhale, lower to the floor. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lower to the floor. Slowly to the floor, and allowing the left arm to lift up as you come onto your side with both feet on the floor, both knees on the floor. And then just holding the top of the knees with that right hand to pin them down, turning the head towards the left arm, stretch out that left arm, feel the stretch in the armpit. Releasing the hand, draw the knees in, inhale, draw the knees in, exhale, inhale, lift, draw the knees in, lift, back to the starting position. Let's go to the other side, slowly taking yourself down. Exhale as you draw in, inhale as you lower. Until you're now on your left side, knees together. Your right arm may have lifted, so stretch that out. Pin those legs down with your left hand. Turn towards the outstretched right arm. And then release the legs. Draw the knees in and using abdominal strength, slowly coming back up to the starting position. Wonderful. And then stretching out the legs, bringing the arms down by your sides for the relaxation. You may need to put something over you. Just get comfortable. You might want to have a cushion under your head. Just take a few moments to get nice and comfortable and settle down on your mat. So take a few deep breaths. You've worked hard, so appreciate the work that you've done. Just let the breath be natural. Watching yourself breathe, watching how the breath moves the body, the sensation in the nostrils, in the chest and abdomen, feeling the touch of your breath and letting your mind be gentle with the movement of your breath. Easy, relaxed and quiet. And now let's take the awareness to your feet. Just notice how the feet are feeling. The temperature of the feet, how free the feet feel. And as you exhale, let your feet relax. The toes, the top of the foot, the sole of the foot, the ankles, the whole of the foot. And now shifting your attention to your legs, noticing how your legs feel, noticing the weight of your legs against the mat. And allow your calf muscles to relax. Your knees are soft and easy and loose. Your thighs are comfortable. And just enjoy the softness in your legs and your feet. And now take your awareness to your hips, resting on the floor. And as you exhale, allow your hips to relax some more. Releasing and letting go. And then take your mind to the front of your body into your chest, softening the muscles around your ribs as you exhale. And allow this calmness and relaxation to flow down to your abdomen, so the whole of the front of your body is soft and open and comfortable. And now think about your back, and as you exhale, allow your back to become completely relaxed, softening the back of the waist, releasing the muscles around the shoulder blades, allowing the heavy shoulder joints to relax. And with each exhalation, just let go of everything and anything. The back and shoulders are feeling light and free and relaxed. And now think about your arms and hands, and as you breathe out, allow them to relax, softening the upper arms, allowing the relaxation to move down through the elbows to the lower arms, and to the wrists and the hands, and right to the fingertips. So your shoulders, your arms, your hands are soft and light and relaxed. And now think about your head, your face and your neck. And then allow all the muscles of the neck and face to relax. Softening the forehead. Feel the space across the forehead. And softening the muscles around the eyes and around the mouth. And the jaw and tongue are relaxed. Chin and throat are relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Your entire being is relaxed. Balanced, comfortable, and gently mindful of your calm, tranquil breath. And enjoy how you're feeling at the moment. Appreciate this feeling. You are peaceful, you're relaxed and open. And these feelings will stay with you throughout the day, throughout the evening, and throughout the week ahead. Thank you for joining me today and yesterday. Namaste.